Enter Cloud, soldier, swordsman, legendary hero, and smasher. When Cloud was released in December of last year, people were salty about a good few of his moves, and some people even remain salty to this day. The goal of this guide is to help you to reach your full salt-giving potential with Cloud, and, spoiler alert, cross-slash is the best way to do that. But more on that later. We'll do this first by going over some of his moves and the applications thereof, while showing some real game examples of what I'm talking about, and then I'll show a full game of Cloud that I think shows some of these options off pretty well. Okay, so now that I'm off script, we're going to go over some moves that involve that big green button first, his up tilt, his forward tilt, and then my and many other Cloud's personal favorites, the down tilt. By far the pinnacle of his neutral game is his down tilt and his limit charge. His down tilt is great for getting in on opponents. But we'll cover some down tilt stuff here in a moment. Forward tilt is one of the exceptions to his moveset in the sense that it deals a fixed 11% damage no matter where you hit it, whereas most of his attacks have lingering hitboxes such as up air or down air or soft spots. Most of his attacks do about 8%, including up tilt here, which is an excellent combo tool and allows you to set up for air dodge reads such as that. And speaking of air dodge reads, Cloud, just like Captain Falcon ironically, operates very strongly off of air dodge reads. You can do certain things such as down tilt to these smash attacks if you read the air dodge hard enough. Here's a real in-game example of that versus my good bud, Jay Firestorm. Forward tilt is a good move for just kind of batting away opponents if they get too close to you. And yeah, that covers his tilts fairly well. Let's go over some of his aerial options. Nair, or the fly swatter, as it was right there, is one of my favorite approach tools with how quick it is. Forward air covers a very large range, and up air, probably the pinnacle of his aerial moves, besides perhaps down air, depending on who you ask. His back air is great for spacing out opponents. It's also a bit of a fly swatter. That Buster Sword is just a fly swatter in general, but I'll save the name for neutral air. But there's something really satisfying about hitting the back air. It's a very meaty move, and it's generally safe on shield, especially if you space it right and fast fall it. I don't think it has any auto cancel specific frames towards the beginning or the end. I could be wrong about that. I'll link the Kurragane Hammer information for Cloud down in the description. Forward air has a good few interesting properties to it. It has a spike hitbox right in the middle of the sword, and it can also kill from the tip, just like that. It can kill from basically anywhere, but make sure you're not trying to get too stylish with it, because if you don't have limit charge, you're going to have a very difficult time coming down. But speaking of going down, it does have a great spike hitbox, so Cloud has two spike options, that being his forward air, middle hitbox, and his down air. His up air makes him one of the best, if not the best, jugglers in the game. His up throw, his down tilt, and his up tilt all set up in, well, not his down throw, his up throw, up tilt, and down tilt all set up into juggle options. And if you're good at reading air dodges or conditioning your opponent into air dodging such as that, Cloud gets a lot off of it, and it'll generally kill at about 120, 130 range, maybe a bit earlier if you're on Town City. But it does 12 damage, I believe. I think that was nerfed as of the last patch. Down air, it is active all the way. If you buffer a down air into a full hop, all those frames from beginning to when you land are active, is an active hitbox, though only when the sword is glowing green is a strong hitbox that can spike. Though getting the spike hitbox is actually fairly difficult. You need to be closer to the tip, not quite as precise as you need to be with Marth's tipper, for example. But otherwise, full hop dare is a great safe move, even on shield, though you do want to be careful what side of your opponent's shield you land on, because if you land in front of them, they can get a shield grab on you. But it does great damage, as you can see. It lingers so long, an amazing 30 frames, I believe. They can go off stage and try to gimp recoveries like that. It also spikes, though you want to be very careful about how far in you go when you're getting the spike, so you don't end up killing yourself. It can kill off the top. Yeah, it doesn't even have to like spike you on the ground and bounce you back up. It can just kind of send opponents upwards. And that's a little janky, kind of hard to get consistent. Cloud smash attacks are also excellent, as is his entire moveset really, which is what makes him so great. His down smash covers a wide range, up smash kind of bats away. You can see down smash here, it covers a really wide range. In the last patch, they nerfed the forward smash knockback growth and the down smash knockback growth. But I don't think down smash really needed knockback growth reduction. What I think it needed was a range reduction on the first hit that scoops up, because that does have a pretty ridiculous range. Forward smash is capable, fully charged, of killing around 40% with a good chunk of rage and being close to the edge, and much more consistently at 60%. It'll kill more reliably without being charged at around 90%. And 90% kind of is that golden range for killing with Cloud with his limit cross slash. Not his up smash though. His up smash needs to be at about 120% before it'll kill without charge. Though with charge it can kill at, I want to say 70%, maybe a little bit higher. 90% is generally where you want to be to start going for Cloud's kill options, with the exception of finishing touch, which we will go over a bit more of later. Nair is an excellent tool to try to gimp recoveries, though you do want to be a little bit careful about how low you're willing to go with Nair, because you can end up killing yourself fairly easily with Cloud's pretty booty recovery, just like that. So make sure you have limit charge if you're going to go deep. Here we see, and that was with no DI, mind you. When forward smash kills with full charge and no charge, respectively. Now we're going to do the same with up smash, which fully charged will kill at 90 and uncharged will kill at about 140 or so. So next up, let's cover some of Cloud's specials, the unlimited version. You see from neutral starting position on FD, the Blade Beam doesn't reach, but just barely. Any closer and it'll reach. Up close it does 8%, whereas in the air it does only 6%, which is a fair bit of a reduction. From far away it also does 6% on the ground, but only 4% in the air. So now let's get down to it. This is my favorite move of Cloud's entire arsenal. His side B, the cross slash. It does a whopping 19% damage, and you can cancel the second hit just like that and hit them on shield. You can read rolls with it by canceling the second hit, both forwards and backwards. And it does so much shield stun that it can sometimes shield poke, but more likely your opponent will be scared of being shield broken by it, which they have every right to be. They should be. And you can get quite a bit of percent off it, and it makes people really salty. That's why I love the move, and then they start playing poorly. But let's go over Cloud's limit, which makes him move all around faster, makes him fall a bit faster, which makes him better combo fodder, and it increases the strength of all of his special attacks, and it gives him a different down special. As you can see, a good shield break setup is side limit cross slash into shield, and then forward tilt. You have to be pretty close to them to make that reliable. So if you're far away, you might want to try down tilt. Cross slash can be used to cover ledge getting up from it, staying on the ledge like that. It can be used to cover recovery attempts such as that, and is shown in this game right here. Boom, get out of here, son. It's just all around my favorite kill move of his, though more than most Clouds I've seen. I also make use of his limit Blade Beam. and you can see the differences in the percent there. But here is one of the flashiest moves, Finishing Touch. As of the last nerf, it only kills reliably around 70%, and if you do a full hop down air like that and get the late hit, you can jump up at about that percent and go for a Finishing Touch. It is somewhat DI dependent, so it can be hard to hit. But yeah, now here I'm just speeding up to show how with Cloud's Limit, it charges when you get hit up to 100%, and then it'll recharge once you deal 250% damage, which is quite a lot, but that just goes to show that even if you're losing, Cloud's charging his limit, which is definitely a very important part of his gameplay, since it makes you all around a better character. Unless you're playing a really combo heavy character, such as Fox, which Clouds generally hate. But yeah, that about covers it for the basic guide. Next up, I'm going to show off a game that I played with Trey Firestorm, who uses the tag Black, that I think shows off some of Cloud's options really well. Now, you'll notice a lot of smash attacks this first stock. You generally don't want to do that, and that's true for any character, unless you're Little Mac. Doing so many smash attacks in the neutral game is a very dangerous proposition. But I got the air dodge reads this game. I didn't have that read though, and it all ended up being Gucci. So that was fun. At this percent, well, at around the 130%, almost any of Cloud's options are gonna kill. Limit Blade Beam is great for catching opponents on the edge if they stay too long. So the higher the percent your opponent is, the less invincibility time they have when they grab the ledge. So you can use that information to your advantage to time when you throw out Limit Blade Beam to try to catch them on the edge. And about 120, 130, that'll kill. Actually, should be a bit earlier. It might even be as early as 90 if you have Rage, if I remember correctly. But let's go over Cloud's recovery very quickly. It's pretty but Cloud does have a wall jump which can save him and can save you use of your limit. So make sure you watch out for getting gimped. Not a whole lot you can do besides trying to space out with Fair or Nair when you're approaching the ledge. Gotta be careful with that. Like, that was super close. I was lucky I didn't get hit by that with how little invincibility frames I had. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed the guide. Hey guys, welcome to the End Slate. This is where I will go over any announcements or things like that. But let me introduce myself. I'm Captain Puff, Smash 4 player for Cutlass Gaming. You can catch me on my stream, you can tweet me, you can do whatever you like. This End Slate won't be too in-depth because this is just sort of an introductory video. But I hope you all stick around for some more Smash 4 content and maybe Melee in the future. And I hope you enjoyed the guide.